Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. We are learning the meaning of the verses of Sri Guru Gita based on Guru Gitatheshwari, written by Her Highness Mahayogi Swami Umananda Saraswati. As asserted by Gurudev, Sri Guru Gita Mahamantra is a self-study that enhances and fosters the art of living in the present age of darkness known as the Kali Yuga. Today, we are going to learn Shlok number 88, the technique of Guru Dhyana.
श्रीमत्परब्रह्म गुरुं स्मरामि, श्रीमत्परब्रह्म गुरुं वदामि, श्रीमत्परब्रह्म गुरुं नमामि, श्रीमत्परब्रह्म गुरुं भजामि.
I remember my Guru who is Parabrahman, the transcendental absolute. I speak highly of my Guru who is Parabrahman. I bow to my Guru who is Parabrahman. I serve my Guru who is Parabrahman. Guru Smarana, Guru Stavana, Guru Namana and Guru Bhajana. Remembering, praising, saluting and praying to Guru, all these together constitute the complete yoga of meditation on Guru. It is necessary that the seeker must have the knowledge of the real form of Guru for the Guru Dhyana. Even if the Guru is an embodiment, like others, his own real nature is that of Supreme Brahma. The Guru has reached the state of Brahma and therefore becomes full of Brahma. If with this knowledge and seeker does sadhana, it is not wasted. The seeker should remember such Guru who is a manifestation of Brahma. To forget the Guru is as good as death. That much time is wasted. In every birth, whatever time is devoted for remembering Guru, that much time is calculated. And when it amounts to 100 years of lifetime, then the moment of self-realization comes. The real meaning of the blessing, live for 100 years, is this only, and not to complete 100 years of birthdays of the same body. The seeker should do his daily routine, works remembering the Guru with the thoughts about Guru, mentally holding Guru's hand, and thereby taking Guru's support. Remembrance of the Guru is the form Brahma, while forgetting the Guru is illusion. Radha the milkmaid used to churn curds, mentally remembering Sri Krishna. Like her, the seeker should attach his mind to the Guru and work in outside world with his hands. Once the contemplation on the Guru is practiced and can be done continuously, then praising the Guru automatically finds expression. Praise follows remembrance. It becomes a must. The words of praise to Guru cannot be suppressed. The law of gravitation, getting attracted to Guru, is in force in the spiritual world too. The real Guru is constantly attracting the real seeker towards himself, and the sign of it is that the seeker without any apparent cause remembers Guru ceaselessly and unconsciously without any deliberate and particular efforts on his part. This is Guru's grace. Attraction is the characteristic of the real Guru. In fact, the attraction that is felt for Guru is the love for the self. Where the mind is attracted, it starts loving it, and the subject of love is praised, naturally, unconsciously, and automatically. No conscious efforts are necessary to practice, no practice is necessary. One just cannot help singing the greatness of the Guru whom he loves so dearly. Praise doubles the love, makes it doubly lovable. The experience of oneness, of union, of coexistence is re-experienced in singing love songs. Where there is remembrance of the Guru, there is the Guru praise. The Guru praise also will be sung. Singing loudly the glory to Guru, praising Guru's qualities of greatness in a word, Sri Guru Gita is bound to be sung. There, The hands are united to pray and salute. What is worthy of praise and of worship that compels the devotee to bend, to become humble in front of it. The seeker automatically bends his head, bows down before the Guru. The bosom, full of regard and love to Guru, becomes without thoughts, no mind. The hands are folded and joy of oneness is experienced. Guru Smarana, Guru Stavana, and Guru Namana. When these three steps are taken, then the next stage of Guru Bhajana is obtained. The prayer to Guru includes the previous three stages of evolved devotion. Remembrance, praise, and salutation are bound to evolve in prayer. That prayer is a real prayer which makes others to sing the glory to Guru. Mere external noisy singing of praise songs has no meaning. It is hypocrisy. Guru Smarana, Guru Stavana, and Guru Namana constitute internal sadhana, of which bhajana is the external expression. Such real Guru Bhajana should guide others on the path of bhakti. Guru is all pervasive and is in all. To pray to Guru means to see Guru in everybody, to help and save all, to respect and regard everybody with love, to honor small and great equally is real Guru Bhajana. To be jealous of other Guru devotees but praising the Guru with words is not Guru Bhajana. The Guru Bhakti Yoga Sadhana is four-sided. Guru Dhyana Yoga is complete yoga. Because the Guru is a man of perfection, actual form of absolute Brahma, this fact is to be always remembered. Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai.